means hello. So Jumbo, everyone. Jumbo. Hi, my name's Ashlyn. I will be your safari guide out here on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, it looks like we're good to head right on in, so let's do it. Now, you might be ready to take pictures. Make sure you take a second right now to turn any flash off for the safety of the animals and the comfort of those around you. Please refrain from flash photography or any external lighting of any kind. It's to help those animals out there, and we don't want to scare them away either. So take a second right now to turn the flash off if you're going to take pictures. We're here in the Little Ituri Forest. So this is the first area we're going to visit, which is home to many of the animals here that are really good at hiding and blending in. I do see something on the right though. There's some movement on the right side up on the hill. So kind of in the left corner you might see the okapi. It just went behind the bamboo. So its head is kind of poking out the side. There it is. So if you see the okapi, excellent. If you don't see it, don't worry. No one else could find it till about 1901. That's when they were first discovered by the Western world. Thank you. Now on the left side here, there are some birds in the water. Those are the saddle-billed storks. Saddle-billed storks are pretty big. They can grow to be about 5 feet tall, and they do tend to travel in pairs, so 2 of them up here. I do see a black rhino on our left side. Look really closely on your left side, way up in the top corner by the rock pile. Do you see its back? It's laying down way, way, way back there. No? So even a glimpse of the black rhino is a really lucky sight. There are less than 5,000 of them in the entire world. They are so endangered due to poaching. So straight ahead of us I see some bongos. They're kind of orange in color. Bongos. They're going to be on your left side. So bongos are nicknamed the ghosts of the forest because they are so good at hiding. So pretty cool to see a couple of them out here out in the open. Now both female and male bongos do have horns. Their horns are tilted back behind their heads to keep them from getting tangled in the brush. So that allows them to move quickly and quietly through the forest. Alright, it looks like we're headed out of the forest here into Safi River next. Now Safi River is a pretty good place to look for hippos. Maybe we'll get to see crocodiles out here, so let's check it out, see what we can find. Oh, I do see a hippo behind your right shoulder, way back there in the water. So you might be able to see that hippo. Don't worry though, we've got more of the river to explore here, so we'll see if we can find more. Ah, there's some hippos on the left. So hippos are nocturnal. They sleep during the day, often in the water. They can hold their breath for up to 8 or 9 minutes at a time. Those white birds on the island are pink-backed pelicans. And pink-backed pelicans get their name because their backs turn pink during mating season. A pod of pink-backed pelicans out there. So let's see what else we can find just around the river bend. Keep an eye out. Ooh, down below on the left I see the Nile crocodiles. Nile crocodiles. They're the largest species of African crocodilian. So those guys could reach lengths of 18 to 20 feet long. Now 18 to 20 feet is about as long as a giraffe is tall. Crocodiles could hold their breath for up to 2 hours if they remain inactive. And a group of them is called a float. Float crocodiles. a bloat of hippos out there in the river. Now we are going to head into a very different ecosystem. We're going to see the savannah next, and the savannah is home to many of the world's most famous animals like giraffes and elephants. Maybe we'll get to see cheetahs or lions. All those animals do live here. Hopefully we'll find your favorites. So, from the top of the hill, you'll be able to see just how big the savannah is. It's the largest area of the reserve. I can already see some pretty cool animals way out there. Hopefully we'll see them a little closer, so no worries. And we're headed through a whole bunch of these acacia trees. Those are the trees with the leaves only on the very top. And the acacia tree is the giraffe's most favorite snack. So they hang out here pretty often. Hopefully we'll get to see giraffes out here. You never know. I think I do see something on the left though. Look in the rock den up here. It looks like a spotted hyena. Yeah, so there's one laying down in there. The spotted hyena. There's another one just outside the den, kind of in that right corner. The spotted hyenas are female-led groups. All the females are in charge. Even the highest ranking male is lower than the lowest ranking female. And they're often larger than males as well. So they're nocturnal. They sleep during the day. At night they would go out to hunt for the pride. They hunt as a pack or a clan. Now on the left side here you can see the white-bearded wildebeest. Now wildebeest, they can run about 35 miles per hour, and they learn to run within 15 minutes after they're born. Wildebeest are also known as gnu, spelled G-N-U, after the noise they make. They make a low grunting noise, sort of like a cow. Now up on the left side, I see some antelope up here. These are the Patterson's elands. So the eland is the largest antelope in Africa. You can see a dominant male closest to us there. You see how big he is compared to the others. So male elands can grow to be about 2,000 pounds and about 6 feet at the shoulder. So he's not even quite as big as the elands can get. So really cool to see dominant male out there. Now, even though the eland is the largest antelope in Africa, they can jump about 6 to 8 feet straight into the air. It's called pronking. Pronking is what gets them up to that high height, and it's a stiff like a jumping motion. Makes them look like they're kind of bouncing through the savannah. So here we can see the elands on the left. Up ahead here we're going to see some animals with really big horns. Those are the Ankole cattle up there. So let's head on up to check them out. The Ankole cattle, they have those really big horns, which are, they can be about 4 or 5 feet long. Inside those horns, they have a honeycomb-like structure, so they're not quite as heavy as they look. The Ankole cattle are also known as Watusi cattle, after the African tribe that first domesticated them. And they're currently domesticated by the Maasai tribe, who view them as a sign of wealth and a form of currency. So the more cattle they have, the wealthier the tribe. Straight ahead of us, I see some giraffes. You're going to see them on the left side up here. Look at, there's some little ones. So that is a whole tower of giraffes. Group of giraffes, of course, is a tower. Now you'll see a lot of them out there eating. That's what they do pretty much all day long. Giraffes spend about 20 hours of their day eating. And they only sleep about 30 minutes in a day. 30 minutes total. But that is in small intervals, about 5-minute naps throughout the entire day. A couple of baobab trees on the top of the hill up here on both sides. You'll see the baobab tree. They look like they're upside down, so they're nicknamed the upside down tree. But they do remain leafless like that for 9 months out of the year to conserve water. Now I see an elephant coming up. It's straight ahead of us right now. You're going to see it on the left side. So I'm going to scoot on up and see if we can get a good view up here. So it's going to be right behind the baobab tree on our left. So hopefully we'll catch it on the other side here. Now it looks like maybe that elephant's by itself. So it might be a male. Male elephants will separate from the herd and they remain solitary like that one. Or they form small bachelor herds. So just behind the rocks right here. So I'm going to scoot up a little and hopefully we'll find it from the other side here. On the left, of course, on the island, you'll see flamingos. These are the greater flamingos, which are the lightest pink color of the pink flamingo species. They're also the largest species of pink flamingo. They can grow to be about 5 feet tall and only about 9 pounds. Lost that elephant somewhere back there in the rocks. Okay, we're going to keep going through the savannah here. We'll see if we can find some more animals. On our left side up on the hill, you might see the warden's post. Looks like they've confiscated some tusks and horns from poachers, and that is excellent because we can't take away the poaching that's already happened, but we can confiscate the things that poachers are trying to sell. And that helps us, helps the animals because it deters poachers from visiting wildlife reserves and ensures that reserves around the world are safe havens for them. And it also takes away some of the poachers' profit. So that's a small way we can help these animals stay a little bit safer. Little by little, we can make a big difference for those animals. They definitely do need our help. Now, I don't see much of anything in this area. No grazers or hoof stock of any kind, so there might be something hanging out around here that's scaring them away. Oh, I think I see a cheetah. It's hard to see, but look on your left side, follow kind of behind the logs up here. Let me scoot up a little more. So directly to our left right now, oh, I see two actually. So there's one kind of behind the log pile. Directly to our left, there's like a little hut in the darkness. Yeah, there's a cheetah there. But there's also one up here on our left, a little bit closer. So also in that left corner, way back. You see it laying down up there? It's got its head kind of up. So follow this rock up and left and you'll see another cheetah. 2 cheetahs. That's amazing. Now cheetahs, of course, are the fastest land animals. They can reach speeds of 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds. And their top speed, they're about 70 miles per hour. Now I see a lion up on the big rocks up here. It's going to be on your left side. Alright, really cool to see a lion out here. This is a great time to see lions. They're most active in the early morning, early evening, around dawn and dusk. They are basically nocturnal. They do rest for up to 20 hours of their day though, so I don't know if you could really call that nocturnal. Coming up on the left side, there's a female lion. So I'm going to scoot up a little because I think we'll see a really good view of this male on the other side too. So he's facing this way. Also on the right, there's some more animals. Those are the water bucks. A couple water bucks on there. So that big rock formation that lion is on is called a kopie, and kopies are where lions like to look out on the savannah and look for prey. See, look, there's sleeping. Oh, there's a female at the bottom of the rocks there. You see it to the right of that tree? Really, really cool to see lions. I'm glad you guys got to see them. You might have seen that we're celebrating the Lion King here in the park. What better way to celebrate than coming to see lions, right? Now, there are some burrows on our left side, which are big enough they might be warthog burrows, but I'm not sure I see any. Let me know if you do. Warthogs, they're the largest burrowing animals. Some more animals on the right side. So I mentioned the water bucks. Those are the ones that are a little further back. And the little ones closest to us, those are the bontabucks. Bontabucks are most closely related to wildebeest. Now the water buck, they drink an unusual amount of water for an antelope, and that extra water allows them to excrete an oily, smelly secretion from their skin, which makes them appear almost waterproof. Alright, so we're headed out of the savannah here. Up next, we're going to see Magadi Glen, which is a very beautiful area. It's nice and green. We'll see if we can find some animals through here. Now this last area, Magadi Glen, was added most recently to our reserve to help more endangered animal friends here. That's all possible thanks to the Disney Conservation Fund. The fund allowed us to expand the reserve here, and it continues to help lots of animals throughout the entire world. Actually, most of the animals you've seen here today are supported by the Conservation Fund, like giraffes and elephants, the hyenas, cheetahs and lions. A lot of those animals are struggling out there due to poaching or habitat destruction. So anything that we can do to help those animals is excellent. There are a lot of projects going on out there to help those animals stay a little bit safer. One really exciting one is brand new. It's called Protect the Pride to help those lions. We're celebrating the Lion King, and my favorite way we're celebrating is by helping those lions out there. So this new project is to help the lions repopulate and keep them a little bit safer. So there's only about 20,000 lions in the world, which is half the amount there were 25 years ago when the first Lion King premiered. So it's really important for us to do what we can to help those animals. The big goal is to double their population. Okay, so Protect the Pride is a really great project. Hopefully you have heard about it, or if you haven't, then you have heard about it now. If you want to donate to the Conservation Fund to help that project, definitely check it out. You get yourself a really cool animal button. It's got a really cute lion on it, so check it out in the registers. But I do encourage you to think of other things you can do to help those animals, like recycling or conserving water, carpooling. All those things are great ways to help those animals stay a little bit safer. Little by little, we can make a big difference for those animals. They definitely do need our help. Now I'm going to drop y'all off here in the village in just a few moments, so make sure you have all of your personal belongings. Double check those rows around you. And as we part ways, we're going to say Kwaherini, which means go well. So Kwaherini, everyone. I hope you all go well in your adventures here in Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Ho! Welcome back, explorers. Please watch your hands and feet and watch your step down.
All right, Kwaherini, we'll see you next time. Have fun. Thank you for being here.